There we go. Okay. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 1, 2. Hey, welcome. Here we are. Full moon energy. So amazing. Welcome. I'm gonna wait for you all to jump in here. So this is the wolf moon, and it's yes, yes, yes. I'm Lisa Ware.
I'm Jamie Ray.
Welcome. We are the founders of Temple of the Sacred Heart Church, and we are here to share with you some rituals and some different types of shamanic practices from indigenous cultures all over the world. Kind of an eclectic mix of the things that we do as shamanic practitioners, as well as different traditions of types of spirituality that we share through our church. And today we are talking specifically about the energy of the wolf moon. So I wanted to share what that is. There's a really wonderful teaching from this company, I guess it's a company. It's called The Power Path of Shamanism out of New Mexico. And I've followed them for years. It's a great resource. And every full moon, she'll send out like kind of a little snippet of what's going on with the full moon. Every new moon is like a full-on reading about what's to come for them, and then every month she has like a different theme for the month and what to expect and what kind of timelines to look at that. So it's Power Path, Power Path School of Shamanism. So this is what is coming up here. As you know, the wolf moon, as known as the wolf moon, this full moon is a perfect time to anchor your passion into something, someplace, and someone that you love. Go after what you want and consider the well-being of the collective and community as they are upfront and visible as you stretch your container to receive and to give support. If you expect magic and miracles, you may just get them. There are many gifts to be had during this time. Ask for clarity, courage, right action, a good path, loads of support, and lots of deserving of love and spirit. So that's really kind of what the energy is like right now. It's the full moon was actually yesterday. Today is Friday, but the energy surrounds the full moon usually by about a 72-hour window. And so in that window of energy, we are able to tap into that and really flow with it. Anything you want to share about the wolf moon?
The importance of releasing that inner wolf, right?
Okay.
Letting it out.
Okay.
Really howling at the moon and just freeing yourself. Because taking the moment to really howl at the moon can be very freeing to the spirit and just allow yourself to just truly be in the moment.
Yeah, like don't even care what your neighbors think.
Right.
That kind of howl.
Ow!
Yes, just yeah, I actually really felt that when I was out looking at the moon last night. And here in North Texas, there was this halo, a beautiful rainbow. There was a halo and then a rainbow around it because of all the humidity in the air. Up north, they're about to get snow, and so we're kind of pushing through, and we had lots of clouds. But the whole entire time, there was this perfect pocket of openness where we could see the full moon totally full on, and the clouds were all around it, and it was so cool. So I literally did feel that desire to howl, and really just like, that moon energy is so powerful. I know a lot of y'all are energy sensitive and probably couldn't sleep, haven't been able to sleep, don't want to sleep in this energy, because this is when like creative ideas come through and all that stuff. So act on it. This is the time to move forward and act and to really jump in and create and sit with what you're envisioning in your mind and tap it into your heart. And those things match. Those are a match. And that's also a match with what's actually happening in the outward world. So that's all a congruent thing. You see it, you feel it, you manifest it. And so there was a really wonderful channel that came through today on my, I did a chakra energy cleanse and channeled some drum work. And that was really what the theme was. It's just seeing it, being in it, floating in it, flowing with it, bringing it through, manifesting it, seeing it, feeling it, bringing it through, manifesting it. And it's just this cycle, this ebb and this flow. happening so fast right now.
It is so very fast.
Like instantaneous. Yeah, like literally. Little things,
Yeah.
even tiny things that you think, and then all of a sudden you see it.
Boom, there it is.
Yeah.
In your hand.
Yeah. Or on your phone, or like on your cookies, like have picked it up somewhere, and it's like now it's on your email.
Mhm.
You know, it's like, whoa, okay, I just thought about that.
Mhm.
Either it's Big Brother, what the fuck, or it's the universe answering through Google, which
Right.
is probably more likely because Big Brother really doesn't care what you're manifesting right now, but the universe got your back.
Yeah.
So that's really more likely what's happening.
Confirmed through song, animals, all reflected in everything outside of your,
Hey, welcome. Thanks for joining.
within your reality. It starts to just mimic, and
Mirror.
random strangers say things that are
Like
ow.
things that are so exactly on point, and you hear it through somebody, and you're like, that just came in from another avenue. So look for those serendipities. This is how you know you're traveling on that right path, on that sacred path. And so that's really, you know, the teachings that we want to bring you and help you focus on and help you hear and listen is that path of the Sacred Heart. Like how do I know if I'm on that path? You know when you're not, because it's literally like you're riding a bike on a gravel road. And you know, it's so jarring. And you know, you hit a pothole and you're like skid and get some strawberries. You're like, okay, I'm gonna get back up. I'm gonna keep on pedaling. God, it's really rocky. You know, it shouldn't be like that. Now, if it is, you have to get through some stuff. And that's when you can work with Ganesha mantra. Ganesha is the remover of obstacles. And yeah, it just clears that path for you.
These
but
are not the droids you're looking for.
yes, right. Repeat that one.
These are not the droids you're looking for.
Right.
Star Wars.
Oh, the droids. It's a Star Wars reference. I still need to do my Star Wars homework. I'm sorry, I didn't watch it. She told me to watch this like months ago and still didn't happen. So you'll have to bear with me as you reference the Star Wars things. Some of you, I'm sure, totally got it.
I know.
Yeah. So, but so I'm glad some of y'all are jumping on Zoom. I know a bunch of y'all are jumping on Facebook, and it's always such an honor and a privilege to speak to you and be these channels for you, because some of the stuff that comes through I don't even understand, and it could be funny AF, and I just say it because it just is one of those things that you're going to understand, and you're going to be rolling on the floor laughing, and it'll miss me because I just brought it through for you. So your energy being here with us, no matter whether you're catching it live or whether you're catching it later, these little things that are coming through are for you.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you for showing up and being with us today. So we want to talk to you about something that's coming up in the some events and things like that too. But before I do that, I want to share with you one of our Inner Goddess Retreat board members shared today in our chat, and it's so powerful, so powerful. She shared this in my 500-hour teacher training chat, actually. So shout out to Terry. Woo woo! Love you, Terry. Love you, girl. You're awesome. So it was a really cool photo too, which I do want to show you, because it's like this grandmother holding this drum that has like feathers and stuff coming off of it. And so it's, that's what the image was that was attached to it. So this says, we do not become healers. We came as healers. We are. Some of us are still catching up to what we are. We do not become storytellers. We came as carriers of the stories that we and our ancestors actually lived. We are. Some of us are still catching up to what we are. We do not become artists. We are. Some of us are still catching up to what we are. We do not become dancers, writers, musicians, helpers, peacemakers. We are such. We are. Some of us are still catching up to what we are. We do not learn to love in this sense. We came as love. We are love. Some of us are still catching up to who we truly are. This is from Clarissa Pincola Estes.
Beautiful.
So good. It's so good, so good. That just encompasses it all, right? So we're not even becoming. We really are. We really are. We are everything that we need. We are love. We are that. So there's no need to keep striving or pushing or forcing or wondering. You already are. You already are. And so just dropping into that heart space of love. What does it take to get there? What can you remove so you can be in that space of pure love?
Allowance, surrender. We can just allow it to come from our essence and just be. It's a being instead of a becoming, attempting to be something. You just are that if you would just allow that to be within yourself.
Right, and there's no need to shape it or form it or make it look like something that's acceptable or something that your mama wants you to be or something that your Facebook audience wants you to be or something that's going to be acceptable and not ruffle any feathers on Instagram. Excuse my French, but fuck that. You know, I mean, seriously, quit filtering everything. If you're going to hurt somebody's feelings because they see your power, then that's their issue. Goddesses, rise in your power. Rise in your power. Don't step your power down to make someone else comfortable. If your power as a goddess makes someone uncomfortable, good. Good. Right? Because it might drive them into action. It might shake them up enough to make them mad, to say you're blah, 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 too much, you're too this, you're too that. Oh, she's so loud. Oh, she just, you know, that's on them. You're walking in your truth. You're walking in your power. You speak your voice. You don't filter it. That's how we know we're walking in the truth. We're walking with the spirit because we don't have to worry about filtering what we're saying because we're bringing it through with our heart. We're not bringing it through with our ego.
It's all right there. All in heart.
Yes, it is. And it's just such a beautiful space to reside in. Some of us channel softness and beauty and peace and total zen. That's not how spirit works through me, obviously. I mean, but sometimes, you know, I can bring it way down. But, you know, other times Durga comes to me and she's like, she's going to smack you on the butt and tell you to get going. That's what's happening right now. So that's just a fair warning. That's who's coming through right now. She is tired of you sitting on your butt, doing nothing, not taking action, not using your voice, not using your Facebook or your Instagram to share what she has for you to say. She has stuff for you to say. Say it. Post it. If people comment and it causes a ruckus, then good. Let them scroll up on your feed. But if they don't like it, they can also scroll past your feed. And guess what? You have a block button, which is really handy. Use it. Okay. My message is over at the moment. All right. What's next?
I think we should pull a card or
All
two.
right, let's do it.
All right. I really feel like we need to have this.
I was looking at those two. So these are the Stephen Farmer Power Animal Oracle. Wonderful tool. I mean, like anybody should have this in their basic toolkit because it's so good. It's just the oracles of a lot of the most common and most referred to spirit animals. Well, there's the card.
What is it?
There's she.
What is it?
The frog. It's time to leap.
All right.
It's time to leap. Okay, I'm filtering, but I'm not. It's time to leap, motherfucker. That's what was supposed to be said. All right, clear out the clutter. Purification. Combo. Sapo, Combosita. The spirit of the frog. We love you so. We love you so. We love you so. Thank you.
Jumped right out.
Literally. And it leaped. Purification. Okay.
Let's see what it has to say here. It's time to clear out and clean up. Look for any messy areas in your life and tackle them one at a time. Don't try to do it all at once or you'll be overwhelmed. Start with one corner of the room, one area of your desk, your kitchen, or your closet and dedicate a couple of hours to sorting and sifting. Recycle and give away as much as you can. Believe it or not, this process can be one of the most spiritual experiences you'll ever have. Another area to clear out is your body. Drink lots of water for the next few days, and if possible, do a detoxification diet. At the least, eat a vegetarian diet and eliminate alcohol and fatty foods. See how you feel when you do it.
That means like junk food, fatty foods, like not healthy fats, like avocados.
Not like avos and coconut oil. At the least, no wait. See how you feel when you do it. Another cleanup job is mental. Abstain from television and newspapers for a while. And as much as possible, avoid negativity in yourself and others who tend to be negative. Clear out and clean up your spiritual practice as well. Do whatever works that helps you feel closer to God, whether it's prayer, meditation, or a walk in the forest. It's simple.
It really is. We make it so hard.
So we do. We just
think about how simple the frogs are. I mean, they live close to the earth. They burrow in a little comfy little snug spot. They come out at night. They catch the bugs. They leap around. They mate. They sing. They sing to the moon every night. They sing and sing and sing. Yeah, their throat. Some of them, their throat even puffs out. Big time throat chakra. So singing, too, is one of the things.
You're supposed to pull that.
Okay. So if you have any comments about the frog, or if the frog's been working in your life, please comment below. Meanwhile, we're starting an Instagram page. We have just begun it, but we will also start cross-posting these on Instagram. So follow us at Temple of the Sacred Heart. Temple Sacred Heart. There's no of the. Temple Sacred Heart on Instagram. We'll follow you back. So, okay, here. Ignoyama, honor of the ancient king. Ooh, all the phases of the moon, the lion. I'm going to come a little closer because there's so much detail in this one. Here, first I'll show you the frog so you can really get a good look at this one. And frog medicine is so powerful. I've been working with frog medicine for a little over a year. And this one is number 22. Hello, welcome. It's like the doorbell. Hey, come on in. That's what it felt like. And so, help me out here.
Ingonyama.
Thank you. Okay. He is, you see the full moon right above his third eye, and then the dark side of the full moon below the third eye, and then the upward facing triangle, the divine masculine at the third eye. And then it has all the phases of the moon at the top. Honor of the ancient king.
I'm just going to show you what page that's on.
Okay, there we go. It's a magic number for us.
Right. I'm not going to read the whole.
Yeah, just scroll through with what you think is.
The ancient king. Okay. The healing process. Okay. The ancient king of the Zulu brings you an empowering message. You are destined to know and experience what it is to be truly empowered. Your voice, your courage, your wisdom, and your dignity can create considerable spiritual light, uplifting and inspiring others, guiding them from a place of spiritual truth towards the fulfillment of their own divine potential. If you have been doubting yourself or feeling unworthy of the boldness of your visions, you must allow your spirit to roar.
Ooh.
For you shall conquer all obstacles and succeed in your heart's desires.
Yes, roar, bring it, bring it, bring it. Howl at the moon. Let it go. The lion's breath. Really just release it.
All right, let's see the healing process here.
So here's a little exercise you can do. So just ground in, close your eyes.
Stand with your feet hip width apart, knees unlocked. Feel connected to your body as you imagine, feel, or intend that your energy is now vital, golden, and luminous. It shines out from your heart and creates a potent field of divine light within you and around you in all directions. Within this light is the roar of the divine lion of truth. Even if it seems silent, it can be felt, heard, and takes divine effect far and wide. Allow the sound and the field of light to intermingle and extend as far as you wish, even reaching beyond time and space, into the past and the future, into worlds beyond the physical. Say aloud, through the spiritual authority residing in my heart,
through the spiritual authority residing in my heart,
as the Christ Lion of Judea,
as the Christ Lion of Judea,
I cast out the darkness of negative influence.
I cast out the darkness of negative influence.
I cast it out of myself,
I cast it out of myself,
of my loved ones,
of my loved ones,
and my community.
and my community.
I cast it out of world events.
I cast it out of world events
and future situations.
and future situations.
Wherever this sanctified spiritual authority extends.
Wherever this sanctified spiritual authority extends.
May all leaders submit to wisdom.
May all leaders submit to wisdom.
For the greatest good of all.
For the greatest good of all.
Through the power of the great spirit of love.
Through the power of the great spirit of love.
It is done.
It is done. Sit with that. It's so powerful. That is an invocation through time and space, future, past, self and other, community. It is done. It is so. It is so. This is what's bringing us into the fifth dimensional energy, the new earth. This invocation covers all 3D and 5D realities. Believe it, feel it, receive it, manifest it. Believe, feel, receive, manifest. See it, feel it. Your vision is a memory of the future. It's not mythical. It is real. It is your future self remembering. It's the visions of this world that we just focused on is in your heart. It's already manifest. It is so. Step in. Release the old story. It's here. This is the new earth. We are in it. Everything else that does not reside in this higher frequency, highest good vibration is shaking away. It is falling away quickly. It is completely crumbling. And we can just watch it burn. Because we're up above the ashes. We're like the phoenix. We've already risen. We've risen from the fire. We've risen from the ashes. We've risen from the smoke. We've transmuted from the egg into the phoenix. And we can watch it burn. Let it burn. Because when fire comes, also comes new growth. Once the land is fertilized with the ash, then spring comes. We're still in the chaos of the burn. Things are still crumbling and being destroyed, but hold your vision, hold your heart into this highest new earth vibration. Feel this pure bliss love of the Christ, Lion of Zion, the Sophia energy of Christ, the divine feminine, partnered with this divine masculine, like the Kundalini energy of the snake, the serpent, the caduceus, the transformation, the staff, the rod, These are all the prophecies. We are here in this moment, fulfilling these prophecies, fulfilling these destinies. We have chosen to be here at this time for this purpose. Step in, let go of the old earth, let go of the old story. Once you're vibrating at this high, high frequency, the old stories don't even matter. Because we are creating this new earth, this new platform, and more and more and more and more are rising up, stepping in. But we need you to step in with the collective, to pull it in and to lift it even higher, healing Gaia, creating a bubble of light and love, like a giant Merkaba over her, to release and finish that last bit of chaos that has to complete its karmic cycle. The next generations to come, we're creating this platform for them to be in the rebirth, to be in the spring. But you have chosen to be a spiritual warrior. That is why you are here now. You signed up for it before you entered your body. It's not easy work. It's not easy, but it's fun and it's beautiful.
It is beautiful.
Let's bring our hands over our heart and just embody that feeling. Keep that feeling within your heart center at all times. This is the highest vibration of bliss, peace, love, appreciation, gratitude. Viruses don't resonate in this field. You choose your story. You choose which timeline you want to jump on. Just like the subway, and you have a choice of which subway to jump in. Are you going to jump into the subway that's about to just derail off the cliff? Dude, get off that train. Come on, get off that track. Jump in. Come on. We are taking off with or without you. Come in. Come on. Jump in. And guess what? We're going to loop around and catch you again if you didn't make it this time. But now's the chance. And if you need more lessons, go ahead, dive back in. It's up to you. You're a free will being. But this train's coming through. Are you going to jump on? Are you going to rewrite the story? Time is now. The now moment is your power. So let's transition with some drum. So just saying that frequency.
Jesus took us to church.
This is so true. Like, this is what's happening. This is all of it's encompassed in the now moment. We have to be present now. We can't focus on the past. We can't focus on what we think is going to be projected based on old stories. You step into this frequency of pure love. The story ripples forward with your belief. It ripples back to heal from the beginning of time. Aho.
Aho. All right, drums.
So you want to talk about frequency and drum?
And going into.
So one of the really most amazing tools on this planet to tap yourself into a journey trance-like state is the drum, the heartbeat of the mother. So Jamie's a drummer. She's a musician. She is going to share with you some basics about drumming.
So the drum can bring us into a meditative state. It can be a tool for travel, essentially. It can take us on a journey, and you can allow also the drum to be played through you as a frequency, right? So you can take yourself on the journey, and then it can circle back around and then take you on a journey.
The drum literally starts to play itself once you start to drum with it.
It does. So just the rhythm, the constant the sound. Allow some space in between the beats, and that creates like the heartbeat, right? You start getting this wave of, and it immediately starts to pull you in. So try not to. And the rhythm could be just whatever feels right within your being, and the drum itself often dictates what the rhythm is. So as that starts to kick in, what starts happening is the drum starts to talk. So notice how the rhythm starts to change. So we can keep going way, way out there. So I'm gonna call you back in. I'm gonna call you back in, but I am gonna just explain. So obviously you can see how that automatically just starts to take you out. And what happens is the rhythm of the drum starts to speak through you. It starts to pull itself in. You out a little bit, yeah.
A little bit.
A little bit.
So to call back, you'll hear a change in the rhythm. You can download a track to do this, but usually, like she did, she changed the rhythm at the end, brought me back to my body, kind of. Not fully.
Easy to blast out.
Yeah, exactly. So if you are still feeling like not grounded, then just start to feel the earth below you and ground into Panchamama, coming back up from the earth or down from the ethers, wherever you travel to. Just re-entering your body and feeling complete in your journey. So this is not a full journey, obviously. It's just a demonstration of how deep the journeys can go. But even within this small container of the messages that have come through, the drum, it would be a good time to journal. Keep on this frequency, grab your journal, or dictate some notes into your phone. just what's coming through for you right now in this full wolf moon energy. So as you come back, find your breath, find your rhythm. There's lots of different ways to get into a trance-like state like that. Rattles. We have some different tools over here. Chakra. We talked about the Chakra on our, the last full moon? Or was it the moon? We talked about Chakra.
I think it was the last one.
The last full moon video, you can catch that one from December. We talked about using the Chakra and plants as facilitators. And yeah, so this is a cacao pod, right? You've never seen one? Isn't that cool? So you can use gourds, all kinds of things in nature. And they are used not only to drive sound. Sound is frequency, so it moves sound. So as I'm moving through a healing session with somebody and I'm, rattling, I can hear along their body when the sound changes frequency and it's out of alignment. I can move it, the energy, and I can let it flow, balancing it out. So that's the drum. Drum can be used that way.
So like if I were to move that drum,
It'll change, yeah.
it'll change in different parts of the body. The rhythm just starts to, it'll stutter or it'll get heavier.
There's lots of different tools we can use for sensing energy. Feathers work really, really well for that. I have a particular eagle feather that was gifted to me from a friend that crossed over. And that particular feather, I can just barely hold it with 2 fingers and just draw it above a client. And it also happens ethereally. Like, you don't have to be with me, but I can feel your energy presence in a session virtually, because our energy bodies are completely interacting. Even though you're on video and we're here in North Texas, our bodies don't really matter. Once we've connected energetically, that energy field is also interconnected. And so the eagle feather will just it'll just catch, and I can see where the energy's stuck. So different shamanic practitioners have different tools. And you'll also start to learn what those tools are as you play with them. You're getting something?
Your feathers were on there.
So owl feather. As far as sacred feathers, as part of our church, we use sacred feathers and sacred plants as sacrament. So for those of you that are like, that's an owl, you're going to get a fine. Guess what? Spirit gifted us these things for us to use. And also we are protected by spiritual rights to utilize these things to honor Great Spirit. And so I'm not worried about that, because I know that it was gifted for us to use in a holy way.
Absolutely.
And also that's why we have a church, so we can use, psychedelics and different types of plant medicine to take you into the other realms. Like, the ego mind can be really dense, like literally dense, but also dense in the way that it's like, I can't get out of my head. Mm-hmm. And the medicines will take you out of that, so you can have a transformational breakthrough. And this is turkey feather with macaw. So this is also very grounding, because it's a ground bird. It's a bird that doesn't fly. And so in sacred medicine, this would be used for calling in, sweeping energy off, saging and smudging. Whereas something like the owl is more used for tenderness, keenness, sensitivity,
Sight,
Obviously sight, yes. Yeah.
clearing the third eye, the ability to see the truth.
So different kinds of feathers have different kinds of medicine, just like different kinds of plants. So as we use these sacred tools, then we start to ask spirit, okay, how do I use that? You know, what's the best way to use that? So as we continue to do other, I'm going to move this down just a bit. As we continue to do other videos and such, then we're going to share with you some of these other tools. But if you wanted to dive deeper, you can come to a plant medicine retreat in person. Thanks. And have an experiential breakthrough on your own. Or you can come to one of our Inner Goddess retreats. And you can find all of that on our website at yogaforlove.com, yoga and the number 4, love.com, and also on the Temple of the Sacred Heart Facebook page. So all the events are listed there as well. We look forward to working with you and seeing you on the future videos and chats and workshops that we're doing online, and eventually meeting up with you in person one day as well. Anything else?
I do.
So we feel like all the energies that are meant to come through right now are complete. We're going to go ahead and wrap up this video. Please comment and share with your friends, and we shall see you on the next chat.
Thanks for joining.
Namaste. Remember to subscribe to our Instagram. Bye.